Hey YouTube, I just wanted to make this little video in case somebody was thinking, hey, what do I do with my apple cores and apple skins? All you're gonna need is a bunch of apple cores and skins. What I usually do is I just get a Ziploc baggie and store them in the freezer every time we have apples. And I just wait till everything accumulates until I have a bag full of them in the freezer. And it equals somewhere around 4 to 5 cups of apple cores and skins altogether. Anything around 3 cups or so of apple skins and cores will be fine too. And of course you could do this with whole apples, but this is just kind of like a good hack to put to use what you would have already thrown in the garbage or the compost. All you need to do is pour the skins and cores into a pot and just cover it with water and boil it. Boil it for at least 1 hour, and I will show you what to do after. Now that the 2 cups of liquid are boiling, I'm adding a half a cup of pure cane sugar to the mix. You can use white sugar, but I prefer cane sugar because of the trace minerals and iron that's in here. Now I'm going to let it boil down for 20 minutes. It took about 5 minutes to get to boiling. So now that it's up to boiling, I'm going to let it boil further for another 15 to 20 minutes, and I'll come back. Okay, so it is the next morning, and this is what the apple jelly looks like. If you flip it over, you can see the consistency is very thick, but it won't spill at all. So it's very thick. I will explain that normally. So this is what it looks like right now. And I'm just going to put it on my biscuit here so you can see how it spreads. But I made it this way, which I guess is quote unquote the right way. The way that I usually do it. The recipe normally would call for every 1 cup of the liquid, when it's boiling, you add 1/2 cup of sugar. I usually do it with less sugar. I don't mind if the jelly ends up being more liquid, but for the purpose of this video, I boiled it down so that it ended up with 3/4 cup from 2 cups of liquid, right? I boiled it right down. So the concentration of sugar to liquid is going to be higher in this case, but normally if I have 2 cups of liquid, I'll boil it down for just a little while until I can get away with it being just a little more thick than water. And I don't mind if it's not this thick, but in this case it is pretty thick. This is what I guess the traditional apple jelly should look like. But because I'm kind of one to try to have as little sugar as possible, I don't mind if my jelly ends up being more liquidy than this. In which case I'll end up with more jam, but it will just be more liquidy, if that makes any sense. So anyhow, 3/4 cup of apple jelly out of 1/2 cup of sugar and apple cores and skins. So don't throw out those apple cores and skins anymore. Save them up. And once you get to the right amount in your freezer bag, you can just boil it down and make apple jelly. It's delicious. And the pectin content is really good for detoxifying your liver and also detoxifying your body from certain heavy metals. So pectin is one of those really great things to be consuming in your diet, and apple jelly is a great way to do it. Hope you're well. Thank you for watching. God bless.